No one here. That's okay. It's mostly to hold myself accountable. Okay. Okay. Going to work on a dress for a commission today. Maybe a face up, not sure. But I need to prepare some fabric for the, and if I do the sleeves first, then they'll be dry when I come to them. So I have to do these a little bit different. So I've already made the pattern, and I've made 3 mock-ups, and they've all had their issues, but I think I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going. Kinda, maybe, no, but we'll see. Oh, I need this one. Okay. Just making scissors. Crank down. Okay, so the sleeves of this commission are going to be in chiffon. And this is the easiest way. Ah, these need sharpening. Okay. Oh, I got these sharpened like, I want to say 6 months ago. They need doing again. I accidentally left them on my floor, and then my my turtle tank accidentally drained, so they got totally soaked and they were on the floor for about a week. So they needed sharpening, and then they were amazing, but they need redoing. That's normal. Okay. Trying to film normally at the same time, so I'm trying to stay in frame on my webcam, which is obviously here, and then I have my camera for my regular videos above me. Okay. Good. Can't remember how I did this last time, but it didn't move as much. glue. That's not the right place to put it. And I've got a paintbrush here. It's kind of confusing trying to stay in shot in both cameras, to be honest. But it's okay. I should be able to manage it if I stay if I stay roughly in the middle. Should be okay. So usually I use fabric glue, but whoa, don't move. But basically I'm running out and I can't be bothered to go to the shop right now. I need to go to the shop. I've got white thread, that's okay. But I do need a piping tip. So this custom viewer got in contact with me, and the idea is awesome. It's kind of like a mashup between the enemy from Kingdom Hearts called Fantastic 7, which is what I would call a creme caramel or a pudding that's wearing a crown, and the crown's like a little bit of whipped cream with strawberry on top. It's adorable. And then so that kind of crossed with Alice in Wonderland, and it like it's definitely right up my alley. I was really excited when we figured out the design for her. The dress, the client specifically wanted a sweetheart neckline, and that's kind of been one of the hardest things to do in the commission, because on doll scale it's just it's a lot of bulk. So on human scale I would do the same thing, so like so with a facing, but a facing on doll scale just adds so much bulk. So by facing it, you basically, I've tried it a couple of different ways. I tried it with darts in, but you don't need it, and like you can kind of cut out most of this. You just need it for this clean edge right here. And I think the only way that I can get the sweetheart is to I'm out of frame, is to do this little gathering stitch here. Oh, someone's watching. Hi. I don't know who you are. Chat to me. I'm just rambling to myself. The sleeves are going to be kind of puff balls, so that's why this piece is so big. Oh no, this is probably like the most boring part of doll customs as well. Like, I mean, it's therapeutic for me to do, but I don't think it's particularly entertaining to watch. Yeah, so I'm going to let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm going to look at the rest of the pieces. So I made the pattern already. This is the waist times 3, so we're going to gather this into the top, but we'll work on the top first. So here's the pattern for the top, and I'm going to put this on the table behind me. This is so wasteful, but my background is just A3 sheets of white paper because I cover it with just paint or whatever I'm doing at that time. Okay, so this marking means it needs to be cut on the fold. These are patterns that I've made myself, but I think it's really useful to use like standard pattern markings and get used to them. I learned kind of clothes making for humans before I did it on dolls. Oh, thank you for the like. That's exciting. So we went with gold for the dress to like kind of look like the flan. This is terrible. You shouldn't use a biro draw patterns, but it's okay. We're not going to be washing it. So this is one of the reasons that you can just use just regular tacky glue to paint around the edges, because it's not going to be washed. Who we got in the chats? Nobody in the chats, but we got people watching. Thank you for coming to watch. I was planning to put like a face cam on as well, but I actually don't know how to do it. So sorry for no face, but I'm looking a little bit potato today. So I think it's probably that's not ideal. Okay, so I need the other half of the pattern, so I'm just going to flip this over. Usually I would cut it on the fold, but oh, transfer your markings, Lee. Okay. Okay, so this is the dart. I am straightening this across because I've tried a couple of times putting this together, and with that dip to make the heart, it doesn't come out looking a heart. It is kind of closer to a V, and it just doesn't look good. Okay, mark your darts. I need 2 back pieces. Yeah, sorry, not the most exciting part of doll customs. I do have a face up that I really need to get to, but I just put them off forever. Like, I actually really don't like doing face ups, and I know they're most people's favorite part, but I find them really stressful. Like, I do so many layers when I do them. Oh no, I forgot. The pattern's not long enough. I could just draw that again. We'll be sewing on that line anyway, I think. What should I do? I'll leave it. The stress has been pretty tricky, but like, especially because it's a commission, I need it to be just perfect, because otherwise what's the point? Like, I want to make exactly the doll that the client wants, and also I need it flipped. So wait, no, flip the fabric. Okay. Otherwise I won't be able to see it. A lot easier to see on this side. Okay. Who's in the chat? Talk to me, lovely humans. Well, that how's that so wonky? Can you see underneath? Like, oh, you can't quite see actually. Oh, it's so wonky. I think it'll be okay once we show it, but mostly as long as the arm's eye is roughly okay. Okay, let's trim this down so it's easier to work with. I need to find a knife shop. The knife shop I went to get these sharpened last time is really far away. Well, really far away. It's like an hour on the train, which I don't want to deal with at the moment. But like an hour on the train isn't necessarily too bad, eh? Hello in the chat. Come say hello to me. Okay, so we're going to glue around these. Okay. Still got a bit of glue from that. Ooh. And cover it on the back. I think I talk about this in every video that I make, but like gluing the edges makes a huge difference, because on this scale they're just like free to nothing so quickly. Who we got in the chat? We got 6 people watching. Hi. That's exciting. I honestly thought I'd be on my own here. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. Because I know most of my viewers. Oh, excuse me. Tripping over everything in my apartment to get some tea and some water. Oh. Most of my viewers are West Coast USA, which puts it at like, it's pretty late over there. I think, is it nearly midnight maybe? But we're just 10 to 4 in the afternoon in Japan. I slept way too late today. Just my my sleep schedule is an absolute mess. 7 people watching and no one talking. Can you even hear me? Can you hear me? Have I muted myself? Someone tell me you can hear me. I know I use paper casts. It's terrible. I was chatting to an Insta friend earlier today because they have a specific mug that it is written on that it's only for doll stuff. And I was saying I've drunk head glue water before. That was nasty. Like paint water, so many times. But like head glue water, you do that once and you start to learn pretty fast. Don't know if I'm gonna sew this with my machine or with by hand. Because I get a much straighter line with the machine, of course. Oh, this is so wonky. So wonky. Chat's so quiet. Come talk to me. I'm a little bit worried that my nails are going to be too long to sew this. Like I had super duper long nails on maybe a week ago, and I cut them down. They were like mega long. I like doing really long nails every now and again, but I cut them all down. But they were still a bit too long to sew with. But luckily I remembered to not put jewels on my middle finger, because if I do that then I can't get my thimble on. Who's watching? Talk to me. Can you hear me? I'm probably not gonna know until like I go back and check. Like I guess first live stream is like, I'm kind of not got a clue what I'm doing at all. I think, yeah, doll clothes are really not the most interesting thing to watch. We'll maybe go on to Face Up in a minute, because like at least with a Face Up, while the Mr. Super Clear is curing, I can come back and do a bit of sewing, I guess, and do both. So this one's for commission, and then the Face Up I need to do is it's a doll for a friend, which the doll keeps getting shelved. I started her I put her on Instagram. Let's have a look when I started her. I wonder if I can I add another webcam? My face is like covered by this camera, the camera above my workstation anyway. Let's have a look. It's nearly my 1 year anniversary actually, which is pretty cool. Let's have a look. When's my 1 year anniversary? Oh, 9th of July. Wow. Has it gone quickly? Has it gone slowly? Okay, so this is my gross phone. Can you even see it? A little bit. So that was 2nd of August. So literally nearly a year she's been going in and out of production. We could work on her. Should we work on her? Maybe. Put this to the side and let's work on face up. I don't like face ups. Are there any doll repainters watching? Or just doll fanciers? I thought I was streaming, I thought it would be Sunday for everyone, but it's not, it's Saturday, isn't it? I'm in the future. This is probably not the worst time to do streams, actually. I don't know how often I'm going to do them. It maybe could be something pretty honest. Is a face up going to be something fun to watch on live stream? I don't know. You got to tell me. You got to tell me what you want to see. It shouldn't look great. Okay. So remember to stop recording on the camera for the video. Start a new video. Have I been zoomed in? Oh my gosh, I was zoomed in that whole time. Bad times. Oh, intimidating. Okay. Had to really, really quickly clear up my station, and I put everything weird places. Okay, so there's cam pastels and proper brushes. What do we need? Need those, and we need erasers. Such a messy worker. Okay, I need pencils. 9 people watching. That's awesome. Say hello. Talk to me. Oh, I need a sharpener. Oh, got it. Okay. What color are we going to go in? Oh, 3 lights. Thank you. Stay still. I have like over there, like, so there's here, I can't figure it out. Here is like above me is my rig, and then just past my rig there's this nightmare of a pile of I want to say trash. It's not trash, it's art stuff, and it's threatening to fall over. Oh, 10 people. I seriously thought I was going to be here alone. Thank you for coming and watching. Okay, so this is going to be a character, so let's get some more. No, camera overheating. Oh my gosh. So we're getting to the hottest part of the day, and my camera just doesn't deal with it well. Bad times. Oh, bye. Someone left. 4 likes. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look for this character. Could go back onto dresses. So my friend loves Persona 5, so this is Futaba Sakura. And like literally everything is done except her face and her hair. And I shoved her the first time because I didn't want to cut her hair. And then like my ability with face ups just totally changed. And so looking back at her, I just hated the face up. And she wasn't pale enough. Like Futaba is very, very pale. And I'd changed her skin tone with pastels and Mr. Superclear because at the time I didn't have an airbrush, and I since was gifted an airbrush by Jeremy from Abuse Cartoons and Idol Red Hands. Please go check him out, a friend of the channel, which then meant that I could get weight. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. Whoa, no! Oh, caught it. Good times. Okay. So I'm going to start with, oh, come on, camera. Can you do it? Oh, it's so hot. Oh, no. Oh, no. What should we do? Don't need that colour. Are there any repainters watching? Can you hear me? Are you like, are you all very, very shy, or can no one hear me? I don't know. It's so weird. Like I can see how many people are watching, but not who's watching. So like, if any of my buds are in the it's not in the chat really, is it? Watching, then I can't tell. You're just lurking. To be fair, I've just put those reading glasses on now, so I can't read the chat anyway. Where I need the sienna tint. I've got. Am I missing some? I need that one too. There we go. Okay. Like pan pastels totally change your face up game. No joke. Oh, I'm a bit nervous. Why am I nervous? This is so weird. Oh, okay. I can do this. Okay. I don't know how much, like, straight away, way too much. I don't know how much, like, shading I want to do on her, really, because she's like an anime character. I think she wants a sweet. She's already kind of got a sweet sculpt, hey. I do so much editing in my videos of face up, so like I guess a face up will become like 5 minutes of a video, but like it's so slow when I do it, and I do so many layers as well. Loads of other artists can get like really oh no, really good pigmentation with oh no, bad times. Let's see if we can fix that later. Can get loads of pigmentation with like not many layers, but I've never been able to. I just ordered some, like white is the hardest for me. I've ordered some white pencils that'll hopefully give me better pigmentation, but I guess we'll see. Let's do some blush. This I want to show you. This is my absolute favorite. What's it called? Red Iron Oxide Tint. This is my absolute favorite blush color recently. It's just so pretty. Like I want it for a human face human face blush. That's hard to say. I don't know if you can even see what's going on camera. Not really. Okay. I'm like, I got a comment on a video saying like this blush here looks like a bruise, and now I'm like really conscious and like, should I stop doing it? It's like I've been doing it for a year on most of my characters. I can't remember if I did it on Loki. Like Loki might not have had it because they were supposed to be a bit more of a badass character rather than a like sweet character, so they might not have had it. Okay. This is so nerve-wracking doing it on live stream, which is so bizarre. Because why should it be any different? Like, I guess because I'm trying to talk through it as well. I don't know if that's putting me off a bit. Shut up, Lee. Just do the face up, okay? So Futaba is described as having like purpley brown eyes, and then her hair is red. Like I think it might just be supposed to be like please don't take this as racism, but like quite often in Japan, and it's a very, very popular color to just dye your hair just this red, and it's like obviously meant to just look dyed. So that is really annoying. So I don't know if it's like whether I should just do a brown eyebrows. What I'm getting at is, what color eyebrows do I give her? Oh, I bought hair dye yesterday. I've been desperate to dye my hair for about 2 years now, but my old company said hard no, I could dye my hair black. I'm light brown. They said I could dye it black. I was like, great, thanks. But I got fired from that job and then fired from the next job. There's a theme here, isn't there? But yeah, so now I'm unemployed, trying to get back to the UK, and it's like, well, let's do some cool stuff with your hair while you're unemployed. They keep saying I'm a full-time YouTuber, which I guess technically I am. Like, not that it pays me, but I mean, it's all I do, so that means I'm full-time, right? Oh, is that too dark? Maybe. So yeah, literally the definition of a starving arc. Well, I'm not starving. I bought hair dye. You don't buy hair dye if you're starving, do you? Like working on starving artist. I'm still being paid by my old company at least, because I couldn't not pay me. They fired me completely illegally, but like fighting it is really difficult in Japan. Like I'm currently in a legal battle that's been going on for 4 years now. Because an ex-co-worker broke my arm, and so I'm suing him for damages. Yeah, so that's for 4 years now. So like I could potentially sue actually both of the companies that fired me recently, because they were both illegal. But I think like I'd get my job back, and I don't want my job back. I don't want to do it anymore. Working for Japanese companies is really tough, especially like when you're seen. No, wrong brush. When you're like when people think you're a woman, like people here just think I'm a human female, which I not quite say. I don't fit the box they want to put me in. Like men and women are treated so differently here. It's unreal. Okay, shall we? Should start doing eyebrows, I guess. Let's do eyebrows, and we're going to go in with a warm brown, I think, and a different paintbrush. Go find one. So this has turned into a stream of consciousness. Oh, people went away. Bye. Thank you for stopping by, though. I guess it is midnight, and now I want to sing that song from Cats. Where did I put all my other paintbrushes? Oh, there they are. Okay. Ooh, brand new paintbrush. It's really hard to like get used to. Oh. I wonder if anybody has experience with brush softener. I like any other repainters out there, like your tiny brushes. Oh, this is huge. This is still big. Your tiny brushes just get destroyed so quickly. And I was trying to Google how to avoid that, and then something came up about brush conditioner. I was like, what? Do I need this? Would this help? Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. These have never met. Worse. Oh, I should have missed a super play. Do you know what? We're gonna take their eyebrows off. Mr. Super Clear, and then we'll let it dry for a bit. Best thing about living in Japan, Mr. Super Clear is so cheap, like so cheap. It's like $6.50 for a can, and I can either get it off Amazon with Prime, so next day delivery, or I can go to local hobby shops, and Japan has incredible hobby shops, but like you have to go to different ones for different things. Like sewing is a different shop from like regular art, and then like the Gundam type. So I go to all of them. Oh my god, I had a pencil that I was spraying this on and it's gone. Excuse my reroute tool. I do want to take the needle out first. Oh, I forgot. No, we can't use that. That's like so engineered to stay in. Okay. This will do. Back in a second. Oh no. Okay. Oh no, I didn't think about this now because I'm like rocking between two parts of a custom. I need to clean my desk up totally. That's annoying. It's okay. This is just the most exciting live stream ever. You get to watch me glue seams and clean up my desk. Yay! Okay. Ugh. They're so soft and they crack pretty easily. One of them came totally dusted, and then that one cracked more recently. Okay. Need like a tiny, tiny desk hoover, desk vacuum. Okay. Oh, that didn't sound good. Something went down the back of my cupboard. Okay, these should be dry. Ah, it's stuck with them now. Close. Okay. This one's good. Like when I was a kid, I feel like we had. Whoa! Chill, Winston. When I was a kid, I feel like we had like 2 pairs of scissors in the whole house. But when I went to my nan's house, she had this entire jar of scissors, and so she had like 20 billion pairs. And I swear they all had like tortoise shell handles, and I hope they were fake tortoise shell handles because I own a turtle and I know what that's made out of. Nearly cut that off. I'm going to leave that. I shall show you why shortly. So we leave these. Okay, I'm just going to use this, I think. So I've got a 5mm seam allowance. I'm really sorry if this is a mega. That's right in the way. Sorry about that. Mega boring. Oh, how? Focus, please. Come here. Be a booty guru, but without the drama. No drama, please. Ah, focus. How do you focus? What? Focusing here. Oh, what? Help! Help! Oh, we got it. Okay. So, right sides together. I have like 4 pins because I've put my pins in a safe place as usual. I think I'm going to do this by hand. I really don't want to do another one. So this will be. So I did a mock-up, then I did another mock-up, and then I did another mock-up, and then I did one that I thought was going to be the real thing, but it was an absolute failure. So this will be the 2nd try for real, but my 5th try overall. That's a lot. Ah! Ugh. Right on the floor. Ah. My life is chaos. Okay, we're good. One more pair of scissors because, you know, why not? I do love these pair of scissors though. They're very useful, but they blunt very, very quickly. Okay. I don't know. Well, if this is on live stream, I feel like I don't need to film it for the video as well, do I? Just come watch me. I'll link to this, I guess. I bought the tiniest needles, and I feel like that was a bad call as well, but I can't pick them up. Now we can see if my nails are too long to sew with, and they might be. I had a thimble. Where's my thimble? Where did I put it? Let's just check, because that would be helpful. There it is. Yeah, focus. I'm really sorry. Have we been in and out of focus the whole time? I kind of want to finish this dress today. I feel like it would be a good aim, but I don't know if that's too much. Okay. Nails are a bit long. Okay. Maybe a longer needle would be better. Okay, now I'm feeling like it was a good call not to have me facing camera, because firstly, it is hotter than the surface of the sun, so I'm bright red, but also I'm doing my sewing face, which is not dissimilar to mascara face for any makeup wearers that are watching. Come chat with me, humans. Come chat. Okay. Ow. When I was a kid, I thought that, like, I'm really good at stabbing myself. When I was a kid, I thought that thimbles were to stop stabbing yourself, but of course they're not. They're to stop, make you be able to sew for longer. Oh, this is going to be slow going, I'm afraid, humans. Try and do my favourite running back stitch. Ugh. In and out of focus again. Because I've got too much on my desk. It's usually because I've got too much on my desk. Trying. Come back, come back, come back, come back, Jack, come back. Oh, Lindsay Ellis. Ah, I love it, Lindsay Ellis. She just posted a video about the Titanic. So nostalgic. And like, there's always people say, nah, Titanic is terrible, blah, 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 blah. I have such a soft spot for it. Like, when I was a kid, and my sister still takes the mick out of me for it, I loved Celine Dion. So I had the I had that Celine Dion album when I was like 11. And you know what, we're going to try a longer needle. Okay, so I have like tiny or a mega long. Oh, actually, this one's actually good. Yeah, so I had the Celine Dion sound album, and like I was mega confused when it was like it said from Titanic, and I'm like, oh my god, they're stealing Celine Dion's songs, how dare they. But yeah, that was I went to see at the cinema in Lincoln with my tiny friends. Cried for like the second half. Like, when you, why can't I thread this needle? I have a needle threader, that would be really helpful. Yeah, I was 11. I didn't know a whole lot about the Titanic. We did stuff about it at school, but like, we didn't know a whole lot. But yeah, Lindsay Ellis just did a video about it, and she she called, and I've never thought about this, and it's true, Jack is a manic pixie dream Jack. Like, he's just there to like develop Rose's character. I never really thought of that, which I thought was quite interesting. Yeah, go check out like anything by Lindsay Ellis. She's wonderful. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, the needle's better, but it's a bit wide. Oh. Most boring live stream ever. I'm glad you come to watch me do it, but like, could be a bit more exciting. Oh, the face up was, I'll just show you the face up. The face up was the one I just shared on Instagram. Mr. Superclothes being a bit temperamental, so I might get my dehumidifier on to give her another coat or so. But I think she's really cute. And then her hair is like brown with super light highlights. And this is a little bit scary, but the client said they want the hair the same as Zeffy, the air dragon that Delightful did, which is amazing to have such like a client that knows exactly what they want. That's incredible. I love that. But the fact that it's a Delightful, like, ooh, queen of dolls, can I do it? Or Delightful also just shared the tail for her fire dragon. Which looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna be sad when she stops doing the dragons, to be honest. Like, they're always really incredible. That earth dragon, oh my goodness. But also, like, okay, so here I want this to be like a really, oh, this is gonna be too wide. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. What we're gonna do is remind me. I'm gonna. No, I stood on it. We're gonna sew closer to this side. I forgot. So, lesson learned, humans. Make sure to mark your patterns as you go. Do I need to put my camera in a different place? Because it wants to focus on this hand, doesn't it? But I need it to focus in the middle. Focus, focus. Then because this is a corner, I'm going to put a couple of back stitches in here. This has turned into a stream of consciousness video. And my stream of consciousness is pretty strange. I have kind of some weird stuff going on in my brain most of the time. It's probably a bad idea. Oh, if I'm moving that, then I need to move the dart. Oh, and then is that going to be visible? Yes, it is. Oh no. What are we going to do? Okay, we'll sew it up as normal. And then maybe move the darts in. We will have to figure this one out. That was silly. I knew this as well. Okay, move these pins so I don't stab myself. Oh, there's so many people watching, but nobody chatting. Please chat to me. So 'tis the season for giant bugs. And I popped to the supermarket yesterday. I've like not really been wanting to leave the house. I think quite a lot of people are similar. I don't know if people are still furloughed or what they're calling it, furloughed, laid off, you know, at the moment because of the, as my friend calls it, the weather, the situation. And so I finally went out of the house and went to the supermarket. I was desperate. I haven't had food in the house for ages, and I've been living off McDonald's and Domino's. This is so bad. But yeah, so I grabbed some sashimi because everybody in my house wants to eat sashimi. So Turtle got double sashimi, which is way too much. She shouldn't have had that much. And then just one of my cats was around for sashimi, so she ended up getting like the whole packet, and I think she was very, very grateful, which meant she brought me a half-dead cicada this morning. So thank you, avocado. I'm so kind. Just what I have always never ever wanted. Oh, she bought me a butterfly a couple of months ago, like half dead. Oh, they're not even dead. She brings them half dead, and then I feel really bad, and I don't know what to do. She's a psycho. She's a cute, furry psycho, but a psycho nonetheless. Move this pin again. So my buddy has recently started doing doll clothes as well. She's the doll modiste on Instagram, and they're stunning. I don't know if you've either she's working on a really big piece. She does a lot of embroidery on them, and that obviously, and her embroidery is really intricate. Like even my shaky hands. Even my really shaky hands. My koi for the oiran took a lot of time, so she's not uploaded recently, and I want to see. She did like a rococo inspired gown. It was gorgeous, and I really, really, really want to do a rococo gown. And the thing is, I want to do the one that Pop and Atelier did recently, and I love that dress. It's in so many portraits of Marie Antoinette. But I was so sad that she didn't do the silhouette like accurately. She did kind of like a excuse me, big meringue dress, whereas it should be that just really wide thing, which I think looks incredible. But obviously it's not kind of to modern tastes. Even like that's what the dress should have looked like in Beauty and the Beast, the live action remake, but they didn't go that way. They went meringue style, which was sad. Bernadette Banner just did a really cool video about that. I love Bernadette Banner. The whole CosTube realm just kind of blows my mind. So the doll modiste as well, she does historical costume as well, and she went to a ball at Versailles in a rococo gown that she made herself, and I really want to do that. Like, the thing is, like, making doll clothes might be super duper fiddly, but at least it's not expensive. And my bud, she sewed the entire thing by hand as well, because her psycho landlord wouldn't let her have a sewing machine because it was too noisy. Like, oh, that landlord was an absolute nightmare. Like, if my friend's bed springs creaked, the landlord would, like, and not like I'm not talking about like a brown chicken brown cow squeak situation. Like, literally, if my friend moved in her sleep and the bed springs creaked, my friend would get an angry text from the landlord. What? Like, that is just completely unreasonable and potentially illegal, actually, I think. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, come on, hands. Tie this off, and then I'm gonna put a few more stitches across the very bottom of the neckline. Super duper boring live stream, I'm afraid. Come watch Lee sew. I guess kind of like watching doll stuff real time is kind of dull, actually. Like, when I'm doing it, I get pretty wrapped up. I don't see the time passing, but like, it's been an hour. It doesn't feel like an hour. It's really easy for the time to just disappear. But like, if I had to sit and watch somebody sewing a neckline, I think I'd get bored pretty fast. But you're hanging around for me, which I super appreciate. Thank you very much. I'm still blown away how much support I've received on this channel. Especially recently, I think the Alien doll had a really good boost. I do have some big modded, I don't know, pretty mod heavy dolls planned, at least. But, and please don't make fun of me for this, Mercury is in retrograde and it is destroying my life. So we're following the advice for Mercury in retrograde. I swear, like, my life has just been insane. So I'm just hiding for a week. I think it's a week. Yeah, one more week. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Gross. Ah, what was that? I always thought like the hottest part of the day was noon, but in Japan it is not. It is between like 3 and 6. And my aircon in my apartment, so firstly it's useless, but secondly I turned on my unit in my bedroom and it's so old. Somebody at some point had wiped off like the company branding and has drawn it back on with a really wobbly Sharpie. So, and I googled it, and it's like 12 years old now, this aircon, so it's absolutely useless. But I turned it on a couple of days ago because it was hot, and one of my cats came home injured and I didn't want to let him out, so everything was closed, no window open or anything. I opened it and it was just full of black mold. Brilliant, because that's what I need. Mercury in retrograde, thank you very much. Or just the fact that I didn't know that you're supposed to get the inside of your aircon cleaned. I feel like Japan should come with a handbook for things like this. Like, I had no idea of that. I had an entire apartment rot when I lived in Kyoto, because I didn't know that you were supposed to leave a window open and keep a fan on, like one extractor fan in the apartment and a tiny little window open. No idea. Everything rotted, and I mean like I want to throw up. It's so disgusting. Like my futon was on the floor and that rotted. My tatami rotted. Like my bookshelves, my books, like clothes, everything. It was awful. I had to replace like pretty much everything I owned with metal stuff. Yeah, needs to come with a manual. Why so shaky? Anyone want to chat? Want to chat to me? Oh, I was watching Rachel Maxey yesterday. Is that how you say her name? And she kept saying that she was in the Knicks Face Awards, but I never watched it, so I decided to check that out. And when she's like really happy or like struggling to process something, she'll add a sound effect of like a dial-up modem. And I was just thinking, I was like, oh, the babies don't know what that is. Like in Japan, you still hear it because faxes are still used, which still blows my mind. I was sat in a public high school and heard a dial-up tone, and I was like, what the what? And yeah, it was a fax. Okay, I do have some fabric glue in a tube somewhere. Excuse me. I've had a tickly cough for like 2 months at this point. And I don't think it's the weather. Inverted commas, the weather. I think it's I think it could be allergies. But with losing my job, I lost my insurance as well, so I can't really go to, I can go to a doctor's, but it will just cost a fortune, and I'm not down for that. Not about that life. Where's my glue? Should we use this one again? Glue. And then while we're waiting for this to glue, we can go back to the face up, I guess. I don't want to do the face up. Okay, so what I need to do is we're going to trim away all of this, so we don't need it, and we're going to trim here as well. We need to do that on the other side as well. Oh my goodness. Best explanation ever. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to trim. Would you like to install an update? No, thank you. Okay. We're going to trim this away, and then we need to clip the corners, and this will fray like nobody's business. So I'm going to add a bit more glue here as well. But we're also going to trim here and here. I could probably get away without gluing that one. Now we'll glue. But we need to add enough so that the glue doesn't seep through, but it sticks it enough. Like you just need to get it glued on, not that brush, on one side, because then it'll hold the fibers from one side, and that's enough. A little bit of, is that physics? Physics adjacent? Who is it? Evan and Caitlin. Science adjacent. Physics adjacent with Dolly. Nope, that's the Middle Ages for magic. That's Caitlin Doherty. Okay, so maybe around here. So I know this live stream is just riveting at this point with just glue. So much glue. No! Oh, what was that? Something just fell. I swear I'll tidy it. I'm not going to tidy it. Glue around here as well. Or I was just thinking, I was hoping that having like a landslide of art products. I hope that like you can learn a little bit from, I mean, I want to say mistakes, but like this was one, this was two, the doll's wearing one, and then one I raged through, I think. But like learn from my excuse me, learn from my mistakes. But I do get messages saying that people find my sewing videos helpful. It's just that really always makes me happy. I like helping people. I am a teacher at heart, I guess. Just cannot do it within a Japanese company anymore. It's can't do it. All right, I'll focus again. Okay, we're gonna leave that to dry with the sleeves. Gonna borrow that. Okay. Rinse the paintbrush and then let's go on to face up again. 6 likes, that's pretty cool. Seriously, there have been so many more people in the chat than I thought. I genuinely thought I'd be sat here on my own. So thank you very much for coming and staying with me. Like knowing humans are here is pretty cool. Even if you won't talk to me, please talk to me. Okay. Like trying to keep pencils and stuff in here. This is just like the silliest idea, and that's why they're sliding out. And I don't know what slided. It's okay. I'm not an English teacher. Jokes. I'm an English teacher. Slid out. Okay. We're gonna go in on eyebrows, aren't we? Try and get this out of the way because I need to turn the up camera on. Oh, it's getting hot. Just a little bit of shading here. A little bit of blush. I do want her to stay pretty pale. I think I'm gonna add a bit more blush under her eyes. Then that might actually be it for blush. What do I need? I need these two. I need erasers. I was going to say I wonder where you're all from, but nobody's talking to me in the chat. Tell me where you're from. Are you all night owls in California? Because I'm pretty sure that's at least West Coast. That's where most of my viewers are. But then I know I've got a buddy in Oz that might be watching. What do I need? Okay. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. That might do it. No. No! Oh my gosh. I swear this never actually normally happens. I don't have landslides of these are filthy. Landslides of art supplies usually. I'm gonna have to hunt all of that stuff out as well. So this is a Laguna. I think, can you see it? Ears. And when I started doing this art, I think it was because it was so long ago. I didn't have a huge stock box. Now I measure dolls by liters now because I've over purchased. I have way too many. Too many, they say. Not too many. I want more. I had. I only had a couple of dolls. I think I had a Frankie, which I didn't want to use because at the time I didn't like Frankie's sculpt. Now, big fan of Frankie. But I like the face shape of this doll for Futaba because of her pointed jaw and then like the big eye sculpt. And I asked my friend if they wanted me to adapt her ears, and they were like, nah, it's kind of a cute detail. And I agree because her ears won't be visible anyway. Are we in frame? Yeah, we're in frame. And I put away the colour I mixed. Oh wait, we're gonna you'll come in here thinking I know what I'm doing and have absolutely no idea. I do say in quite a lot of my videos, like, did I say that maybe it was in Alien, like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and you're basically just watching me experiment, which, especially with sculpts, is why it's so hard to edit those videos. They are not fun. Not that editing is my favorite thing anyway, but oh, I should have done the eyebrows first. Okay, needed a razor. I used to hate kneaded erasers, like that don't work for me for getting pencil off, but they do for getting for getting pastels off. So we need warm brown to do eyebrows. Ah. This is definitely going slower than normal. It's so intimidating doing this on live stream, which is just ridiculous, because I show you all, like, I show you all what I do anyway. Okay, tiny brush. Let's go in with eyebrows. For Japanese eyebrows, like the fashion tends to be like not super full, so I'm not going to go as full as I normally would. I think I'm getting fuller, but a lot of people, I really like that shape. That was a complete accident. A lot of people take their eyebrows off or cut them pretty short, and then make up them back in. Make up them. To make up that verb. Ha. And I put that tiny piece of kneaded eraser somewhere. Okay. Ooh. Oh, thanks. Concentration. Concentration. Where's my Tombow? There it is. I'm gonna miss these when I've left for sure. I know you can get like the sharpenable ones from European brands, but I'm a sucker for a mechanical pencil and a mechanical eraser too, apparently. Who we got in the, who's watching? Talk to me, my lovelies. I like that, but it's not right for Futaba because she needs to have a sweet expression, really. I watched, I never played Persona 5, but I feel like when I do my repaints, is that all right? I want to kind of know the character a little bit, because for me it does affect the way that I'll draw them. And so I did look at a couple of playthroughs. I like Let's Plays. Don't think that's even. Ah! Oh my gosh, you're talking in the chat and I can't see it. Jackie O just text me. I should have. Why can't I see the unable to connect to chat? Please try again later. No! Participants. Only me? What? How? What? Oh my gosh, what should I do? Okay. Live. Let's ask Google. Live stream. YouTube chat not working. Oh my gosh. Thank you for messaging me, Jackie. Alana messaged me as well. Oh no, why is my YouTube? The live stream's fine, the chat's not working. Make sure the live stream encoder is what? Make sure you're using the latest version of your encoder. I don't know what that is. I can't chat on my live streams. Please help YouTube community. Let's ask you. No. My messages keeps disappearing. Nope, I've got nothing. Hang on, let me show you what I'm seeing. I'm gonna. Oop, nope, that's not the one. I'm gonna inception this. Can you see? Look, I've got nothing. Ooh, that's weird. Oh, that's really cool. Oh no. You've been talking to me the whole time and I didn't even know. How would it, oh my god, if I refresh the page, I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna try refreshing the page. Reload site changes you made. I'm gonna